Good afternoon, everyone. So, for today's discussion is all about the American Psychological Association and resources. So, what is APA? APA is the style of documentation of sources used by the American Psychological Association. This form of writing in research papers is used mainly in the social sciences like psychology, anthropology, sociology, as well as education and other fields. So, how important is APA format? So, bakit ba tayo gumagamit ng APA format sa ating research paper? Alam niyo ba kung bakit tayo gumagamit ng APA na format sa ating research paper? Ito po yun. Kasi ito ay nakakapagbibigay ng higit na kredibilidad sa isang mananaliksik at higit kang maproprotektahan mula sa plagiarismo. And of course, higit na nagpapadali ang pagko-cross-reference ng mga sanggunian. At hindi lang yan dahil nakakapagbibigay din ito ng isang consistent na format sa isang larangan. APA format is giving credit where credit is due, and of course the consistency gives the clarity of the when using the APA style format in your research paper. It provides clarity to papers on often complex topics, and it makes paper easier to read and understand. So how does APA style work? In text citations, we'll use the author's name and the date within your research paper. These citations will refer back to the reference page at the end, which lists all the sources that you may have used in your research paper. Later on, I will show here some example where you can see the APA style format applying in the reference page. And now let's discuss naman in how to write an APA research paper. An APA style paper includes the following sections: title page, abstract, introduction, method, results, discussion, and references. Your paper may also include one or more tables and or features. And here are the general formatting rules are as follows. So do not put page breaks in between the introduction, method, results, and discussion sections. And the title page, abstract, references, tables, and figures should be on their own pages. And of course, the entire paper should be written in the past tense in a 12-point font, double space, and with 1-inch margins all around. That is the general formatting rules when using the APA style format. At ngayon, ibibigay ko na yung APA style example. Tingnan nyo lang ng mabuti at yan po yung pagka-form ng isang example ng reference page when using the APA style format. At tipo sa dalawang category, yung citation, merong within text citation and merong cite web pages and text. So, here is the cite web pages and text. As you would any other source, using the author and date if none, keep in mind that the author may be an organization rather than a person. For sources with no author, use the title in place of an author. So, nahati po ito sa dalawa, yung citation. Merong within text citation and merong cite web pages and text citation. So, ano ba ito yung cite web pages and text? As you would any other source using the author and date if none, keep in mind that the author may be an organization rather than a person. For sources with no author, use the title in place of an author. And classmates, ito na po yung mga example in using in-text citation with web pages. Meron ditong web page with author. Ito po yung pagkagawa niya in text citation. And of course, in reference entry, web page with organizational author. Tandaan ng mabuti guys kung paano gumawa nito. Kasi may experience natin ito pag tayo ay mas lalong lalakbayin yung ating research paper. Ito naman ay ang web page with no date. So, APA style has a specific rules for citing works multiple authors. Use the following guidelines to determine how to correctly cite works by multiple authors and text. For more information on citing works by multiple authors, see the APA Style and Grammar Guidelines page on in-text citation. So, meron dito, noted guys, when using multiple authors' name as part of your narrative rather than in parentheses, always spell out the word and. So, in one author, Field, 2005, there's no and here because it's only one author. In two authors, Gast and Varones. So, you already used the and because it has two authors and then comma and the year of publication 1984, and in three or more authors there are Strimblay et al. Comma and 2010. Classmates, hindi pa dyan nagtatapos, meron pa kasi hindi ako magsasawang magbigay ng example ng marami para lang maintindihan natin ng mabuti ng sabay-sabay kung paano pa gamitin yung APA style in our reference page. Here, there is a center title, meron dyan mga arrow para mas klaro sa inyo. The page number, write a line of 1/2 down, use sentence case for titles of articles, use a hanging indent for more than one line, use initial for first and middle names, and of course, no period after URL or DOI. Spacing naman, dapat double space. Do not add additional line space between entries, 1-inch margins, running head option, dapat lahat naka-caps lock, and of course, no period for citations ending with a URL or DOI. Add a period at the end for all other citations. Yan po. Yan po yung paggamit ng isang APA style in our reference page. Ito yung isa na to is parang mas klaro sa inyo. And now, let's go to the resources. So, in APA, the works cited page is referred to as a reference list or reference page. Bibliography also may be used interchangeably even though there are some differences between the two. So, what is the difference between the reference page or the reference list and the bibliography? So, I will discuss that. The difference between a bibliography and a reference page is a matter of scope. A bibliography usually includes all materials and sources that were used to write the paper. A reference page naman, on the other hand, only includes entries for works that were specifically cited in text of the paper. Ang isang reference page ay karaniwang nagtataglay ng mga pangalan ng may akda, pamagat ng akda, or impormasyon hinggil sa publikasyon. Ang lahat ng mga impormasyon na inilatag sa isang sulatin ay kinakailangan makita sa iyong reference page. And of course, nakapagbibigay ng mga impormasyong kinakailangan ng mga mambabasa upang makita at muling magamit ang mga sa loob ng iyong sulatin. Ang talaan ng mga sanggunian, ito yung karaniwang bumubuo sa iyong sulatin. APA format explain what point of view and voice to write from, how to address clarity and